Nick, how did it feel to have one that you didn't have to scratch and claw down to the last 90 seconds in?
Rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Guys did a good job tonight. Obviously, played really well. It's good. We needed one.
I know since you can't really have all kinds of nice things, is there anything up on Fred?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think a little hip flexor strain. I think Doug is what they told me. I saw Freddie. He said he would. He said it was. He said he'd be all right, but I don't know what that means. I don't. I haven't heard about a scheduled MRI or anything, but usually they'll do one of those just to make sure.
But did you get a sense of some lifting of a, not a cloud, but just have a relaxing night from start to finish for most of your guys?
Yeah, for sure. Again, I think that Doug, they've been attentive and into it. We've been on the floor a lot more lately. They've been very good out there. We're teaching and building and showing the new guys things, and they're good. And it's nice to see a lot of the little things you're working on. See some improvement. I know it's not much of a game tonight, but at least there was lots of aggressive defense. There was a lot of help. There was a lot of good blockouts. The things that we're working on. So it was good.
Great. Thanks very much, Nick. Appreciate it as always.
Okay, Doug. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Doug. We're going to go to Josh.
Hey, Nick. Obviously, with the position you guys are in, you just needed a win, any win, to start feeling good again and to build off of. But can a win like this, in the nature of it, obviously the margin of victory, can that really make a difference in terms of kind of getting you guys out of the funk you've been in?
Well, maybe, Josh. I don't think much of it has to do with anything other than what I just talked about. We're really zeroing in on some specifics, and we're taking those from the film room to the practice floor to the game floor here. Even coming out of that old KC game with a loss, there was still some really good stretches of things we've been working on, and we forgot to rebound. But it was better tonight, and just again, I think that we're just trying to build and get on the same page collectively at both ends, and if we do that, Josh, we've already proven, this team's already proven they're going to be in the game every night with a chance, and that's I guess that's all we want is to, do things with effort, do things collectively, and try to do them consistently.
You spoke about the growth of Malachi and before the game, the things that you're looking to see from him on the offensive side. Did you see some of those things tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think, Josh, the biggest thing was, we need him to get downhill and get aggressive towards the rim. And those are the best plays for me that he made, that he took it down there and made some layups, created them for himself and really made good decisions tonight.
Great. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. We're going to go to Mike Ganser.
Hey, Nick. How you doing?
I'm good, Mike.
I want to ask you about, Wiggins seemed to be the only guy that was going to give you some problems tonight, and you shut the water off on him pretty quickly. What went on there? How'd you shut?
He was down there at the free throw. I told him to knock it off after he had about 11 points, and that was it. That worked. Seemed to work.
Who gets credit?
I mean, he shook free, and he like I said before the game, he's been playing great. He's really become a good shooter, post up, driver. He's got a little bit of everything in his scoring arsenal now, especially when he's drilling that three ball the way he is. Those are some easy ones for him. But we really tried to send multiple bodies at him, especially after he got it going, get him off the 3-point line, and then try to really send a lot of help. Got our hands on some balls.
Second big night shooting night from Gary in a row. What are you learning about him?
Well, it looks like his confidence is growing, right? And it looks like the expectations of him to come out and hunt those, and now 2 games in a row, especially tonight. After watching the other night, I mean, when he went up, you were expecting him to go in it's almost like a shock when it doesn't go in. So good. Again, I think he's growing in there. He's got a little bit of can get his own game in the middle of the floor there a little bit. I see a lot of ceiling yet too. I think there's some parts to his game that we can work on and add and implement into our offensive schemes. And he's got a ways to go defensively, not physically or want to or any of that stuff. It just got to learn a little bit more the way we want to play it, but he's got great on ball toughness and feet. And that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. We can teach him and get him some reps at all the other help issues and other schemes that we're doing.
Alrighty. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Yep. That's Mike.
Next question goes to William.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win tonight. You've had some issues with your sort of interior defense, in previous games, and you sort of have, some struggles guarding some centers at times. It seems like you guys did a really good job against Wiseman today. Boucher was in the starting five. What did you make of your interior defense?
Well, it was a lot better tonight, William, and a lot of that comes from just a little better anticipation on the weak side. We've been a half step or a full step slow of getting to the problem, which is the basketball a lot. And tonight you probably noticed that when guys were driving, there was somebody in those gaps early, and instead of a zing straight to the rim, and then you got a real late challenge. We were getting those slowed up a little bit on the perimeter, and that way we get one, if not two, bodies in there to kind of protect the rim. That's the biggest thing. And then again, I thought Chris especially stood in there tonight. Right, he didn't give up angles. He didn't let them by for layups or dunks. He stood in there and kept them in front, and then he got off his feet on a few of them and got a piece of them. He was pretty much a nuisance all night at the rim, and that's his skill. Right, that's what he brings to our team, and that's been missing a little bit.
And I'm pretty sure this is the biggest win in Raptors history, but I want to ask you, for your career, obviously you've coached in all over the world. I read your book and everything, but what's the biggest win you've had in your career? And is this it?
I do not know, William, the answer to that question, but I do know this. We got beat by 58 one time when I was coaching the Derby Rams. And we turned around and beat them by 10 the next time we played them. So a 68-point turnaround within seven days. So I do remember that one from 1991.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, William. We'll go to Christos in Greece.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. What
you.
was the most enjoyable part of tonight's game for your team?
Well, I just think it was collective effort. I know that sounds very coachy, but it was just we were down and ready. Every guy was participating at both ends. Whenever there was a mistake, somebody covered them up quickly. I think we challenged most shots. There's only one shot I can remember us not running out to challenge pretty hard. So just a collective effort at both ends.
And a quick follow-up: is it even bigger win without Kyle on the court?
I don't think that has much to do with it, Christos. I think it's just, right now we've got so many guys coming in and out that we've got to go out there and play with what we're given. And I think each guy filling in or stepping up or whatever you want to call it is kind of the theme of the season, really. So we got to just go with what we got. 10 healthy bodies tonight. Hopefully we'll have 10 for the next game. If not, we'll go with 9.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've got time for one more for you, Coach. We're going to go to Akiko from Kyoto News.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was already after the big lead, but what did you see from Utah tonight?
Utah had a big game today. Really good on the glass. What did he end up with? I know at one time he had 8 rebounds. Yeah, he had 8 rebounds. He had 6 points. He got 2 and 1s taken away from him. Well, he really would have had a big game. I don't know why they didn't give him either one of those. But he was really good tonight. He played good.
Thank you very much.
Takeshi, you want to ask a question? Go ahead.
All right.
Takeshi, go
Thank
ahead.
you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. I just want to ask you about the next game against the Washington Wizards. So you have to face Rui Hachimura.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how you match up with him, but what is the biggest threat that he is going to bring against you?
Yeah. I'm kind of still enjoying this one, Takeshi, but but I haven't really dug into Washington much. I know that Wall had Westbrook. I get my trades mixed up all the time. Westbrook had a huge game recently for them. I know he's playing well. Going into the last time we played him, when we didn't get to see the Rui Yuta matchup because Yuta turned his ankle, I think the day before. Rui was playing really well going into that one. I think, again, developing scoring in multiple ways, shooting, driving, posting, offensive rebounding. But I haven't watched a whole lot of Washington lately, but I will here starting tomorrow. I can probably answer that question better for you after practice on Sunday, okay?